Okay, I'm going to show you how to edit content in your website with the WordPress editor. We've built our website on WordPress, so now I'm going to show you how to add in some content, some text and some images. Pretty simple. So in your domain name, to get to the administration section of your website, just type in wp-admin, hit enter, and we'll come to the login page. Now you should have your login details handy. Type that in there, click on login. Okay, now we come to the dashboard here. For those of you not familiar with the dashboard, there's a few windows here. I'm not going to pay too much attention to them. I'm going to just go to my pages section where I've set up all the pages for my site, as you would have seen when we first were at the website. So I'm going to add some content to the home page. So I click on edit. Now you're not going to see the content that I have, which is actually off in another screen, but I'm just going to basically go and copy the text that I have. I've just got it in a Word style document, and copy that. Now I'm going to come over here. Now one thing I'm going to do is to click on this button at the end here, because it gives me a lot more options. Pretty important one there. It just shows us these options down here which allow us to format our text. Now this little puppy right here, I'm going to click on that because this allows me to paste in plain text. Quite often when you've done your text in something like Microsoft Word or another Word editor, or you might be copying and pasting out of an email program, there's sometimes some strange formatting in there. Now, pasting as plain text gets rid of that formatting, so it doesn't stuff up the format of my page. Doesn't look too pretty in here, but I promise you it will look a lot better once it's in. So there we go. There's a few gaps in here. I'm going to just remove those. I'm actually going to that up there. Just hitting the delete key to get rid of those extra gaps, make it look a little bit nicer. Now I'm going to just go over here, update the page, and flip over to my website and refresh that. And there we go. There's a little bit of content now for the home page. Now that's not really attractive. Be nice to have an image, sell boat winches. So let's whack in an image of a winch. So back over here I go. I'm just going to expand that out a bit, give me a bit more room. Now I'm going to put my cursor just basically at the very start, and I'm going to click on this button up here, add an image. Click on that one. Now WordPress is just loading up the add image screen. I'm going to go and select a file. Once again, you're probably not going to be able to see this. It's just going off screen, and I will bring it across in a minute. I'm just going to go and find my file. Okay, so here we go. So I've got some images of boat winches in there. I'm going to select that one. Now this bar here is basically just a progress bar to show the progress of the image being uploaded to my website so that I can actually use it. So depending on the size of your image, it'll take a little bit of time. Obviously the smaller the image, the faster it will be to upload. Sometimes it's actually good if you've got a slow connection to resize your images on your PC before you try and upload them. Certainly if you're uploading a lot of images, it's a good idea to size them down before you do that. Most modern day digital cameras take very high resolution images, which means that the file sizes are very large, which means it takes a bit longer for the image to upload. There's plenty of image editors out there that you can use to resize your photos. So just a little bit longer now, that's 72%, and that will soon be ready for me to add into my page. So once that's finished, I'm going to change a few settings, and I'm going to drop that in the content of my page. So we've got a nice image for the homepage. And there we go. Crunching, it's just compressing. Crunching means it's just basically compressing the image down a bit to save on space. There we go. There's my beautiful image of a winch. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to change some settings down here. I want it to be justified to the right hand side, and I want it to be thumbnail. Now you can play around with these settings later. If you're finding that the image isn't big enough, you can come back in and change them. So insert that into post. There it is. Update the page, and flick over into my website to refresh, and there it is there. Now I'm going to go in and change those settings just by clicking on the image. It's going to tweak that a bit, and I'm going to I'm actually going to delete that. I'm going to add it in again. So I'm just a good refresher. Put the cursor at the start there. Now I know I've already got that image in there, so I'm actually going to click on which one? Click on the same image again. But this time, instead of uploading it again, I'll click on gallery at the top here. And there's the image I uploaded previously. I'll change that to medium. And I'm going to insert that into post. There we go. A little bit bigger. Okay. Once again, flip over here. Refresh. There's my image. Now, a few other bits and pieces. With copy on the web, it's always good to bold the main points. A lot of people speed read, so important things to note. In here is Nick, that's Nick's name there. So what are the important points in this copy? I've built over 200 winches. It's important, shows people that that you know what you're doing. And update that page. Once again, pop over, refresh, just to preview my work. And there we go. So that's how you add in and edit content. Now you can go ahead and have a play with your own website and start adding in your content. Alright, that's it from me.